I was a server for 10 years at Houston's Kirby. And a year ago, I was fired. I believe I was harshly reprimanded for an incident. And I believe I was discriminated against. I know I was discriminated against. And a year ago, I recorded literally everything, like how the day of I got fired, how I got fired. I have some photos inside the video that I literally recorded so much stuff and have so much proof about everything. Was like, I backed off of it, you know, but I still got them all. I got every last one of them. So I edited as much as I possibly could. None of us had a voice at that time, you know, but Mr. Jay Morrison has gave a voice to, you know, the customers of the restaurant, and he's allowed them to be an open platform for all of the dirt to come out. And I'm dishing it. All the time that I've given you guys, you fired me over such a frivolous situation, yet I have, you know, my Caucasian employees who does worse things than what I did, and me getting my first complaint like that.
Now, suspended me, and then they fired me. But the firing came after 2 days when I realized that they were taking their time, which was my manager, little short white dude, and that he was taking his time not trying to expedite this process to get me back to work. Like, why are you not trying to make sure you take care of this fast enough so that we can resolve this issue? And so I decided to write in a discrimination grievance, because I have my co-workers who are Caucasian, who for 3 write-ups do not get, for 3 complaints do not get written up. Yelp reviews at that, horrible Yelp reviews, in which I'm going to add a snapshot in. Of how she intentionally, blatantly disrespected a guest who just had a guest complaint like a month ago, who didn't even get written up for, who was horrible in providing service for someone, intentionally disrespected someone. You don't, let alone fire her. You don't even suspend her or write her up. That completely tells me that y'all are firing the black people. Have another situation where there is a Caucasian guy, new guy, who calls no call, no show. 2, does a double, and does 2 no call, no shows in 1 day. Doesn't get suspended, written up, terminated at all. Still has his job. Another guy who's been there for about 4 years, black guy, gets fired after missing 1 shift. His first shift he's ever missed in his entire time working for this restaurant. There was no slap on the wrist. There was no forgiveness. But yet the new dude, who's a white dude, like literally got forgiveness because of his privileges. No privileges of being dedicated to the restaurant or any of that. Another dude, black dude, gets suspended for a lie that the management found out was a lie. They found out, like, the managers and the rest of the managers knew it was a lie, and they suspended him, and then they fired him. The track record right now with this new management, who's a representation of Hillstone Restaurant Group, who's a representation of Houston's Kirby Restaurant, is racist. Or he's been hired to get rid of the black folks, because it's a lot of us up in there, but we ain't up doing our jobs. But yet you got our counterpart who's not even reprimanded for nothing. So you're going to keep harshly reprimanding us for what? Like, I swear to God. And I'm going to include a letter too of me just celebrating my 10-year anniversary at the place where the owner literally writes me a letter telling me how thankful he is that I'm a part of this restaurant, that I'm dedicated, and how hard I work, how it's been noticed, and that my work ethic is like graceful. And because now you've decided that my color was a factor and not my dedication or your inner loyalty to your company was not a factor. I haven't threw in the last part of that. Sitting at the table as they tell me, as they show me a paper telling me that first tells me, it's like, well, the first thing is that you know, you're gonna find a job tomorrow, and that if you ever need a reference, you know, just have them that call and ask for me. The F out of here. I cuss like a seller, but I'm trying not to be that person, right? I believe that I have been dedicated and loyal to this company. You know, when they needed shifts picked up, when whatever they needed extra, I was there. Whatever they needed. I got all of the text messages from managers from the past couple years when I got this new phone. Of saying, you know, you need some help, or you just asking me and I'm accommodating. And you also don't treat your employees like that. If we're loyal to you, where is your loyalty to your employees? This is not it. Especially someone, and then like the other guy, you know, you guys, I couldn't mention him, of course, you know, but the other guy, 25 years, and you guys fired him on a lie and offered him $500. But based off, you know, what I deserve, or no, you know, I'm not what I deserve, because I don't deserve shit of what I've earned. Yes, I got fired. He's like, no, I got fired today. And I'm like, what? Why? And he says, as I'm trying to understand what he's saying, he's saying inappropriate language and sexual harassment. And I was like, Sam, I don't understand what you're saying. Are you saying sexual harassment? Is that why they fired you? Like, who did you sexually harass? He's like, I don't know. I didn't do it. I don't know what. So now we're here, and I am helping him fill out unemployment, because get it from him. Because why?
Because I can't even believe that after 25 years of hard working and dedication, could you believe that this man fired me and offered me $500 after 525 good years of hard work and dedication? Even under bad weather, I will ignore bad weather and swim to work when nobody else show up. For 25 years, could you believe that?
I do. I do. It's another situation of an unjust company who don't give two flying about anyone who is putting in hard work at their establishment, continuously bringing in their customers. Because he's one of the prep guys getting the food ready at, what time there you get there? 6 o'clock in the morning?
6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm the face of the restaurant as a server, taking care of your guests. We're the bread and butter of your company. And this is what you do to people, though?
I am doing this because I know and that I believe in all of my heart that God knows that I am strong enough to be able to handle whatever comes my way. And this is one of those situations that's going to make me even stronger.
I am not taking away anything from that lady that said that she, you know, felt that she was not being taken care of. I definitely get that. But what I was saying is that I feel that y'all harshly reprimanded me, and you didn't even try to warn me or anything like that, like you do for everybody else. And I'm just saying, if you're going to do it for them, do it for me, because I love being treated special. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that it's across the board. And I just want to make sure that people who have been in this situation, that you use your voice to bring it to light about what happened. Is that I want to first show you this folder of all of the stuff that I have from everything about Houston's. This is like the folder that I have, like all of these papers of everything that happened, from the discrepancy letter, the grievance letter. I have Sam's, the guy Sam, who was also in the video, who you guys mentioned. This is a case here that 2 employees won $1.8 million from a case in 2009. It's versus Hillstone Group 2009. Long story short, 2 former Houston restaurant servers were fired after management reviewed a private password-protected invitation-only group that servers had created on MySpace called The Spectator. And long story short, it basically says here that an employee felt that she would lose her job if she didn't give them this information to get into this private group that they wasn't supposed to be into, and that they kept going inside of this group, and the employees eventually got fired. And then it came out that they had broken the law. And this is the type of people that Houston's have working for them. This is public information. I'm going to leave a link to where you can go to get your story out. That's all I really can say. Get your story out. And if we're able to push this even further, more than just my video here, we're gonna push this all the way the same way that they out there doing it in Atlanta. I want to get it done, get it popping out here in Houston. I also want to personally thank Ernestine Johnson and Jay Morrison for having the voice and the courage to make this a national situation and getting some people involved whose voices could be heard, like T.I., Tiny, Yandy, and Ms Deb. Those are the ones who I've seen all over Instagram. And I just personally want to thank you guys for bringing this situation to light and being very adamant about Houston's restaurant changing their policies about us and about our dollar, that our money is good as anyone else's money. And I want to thank you for allowing me to now have the courage and now the opportunity to bring the situation to light about how they also treat their minority employees, not just their minority customers. And at the end of the day, I probably wouldn't have never put this out or never even had the opportunity to put this out. But thank you guys for being a voice. Thank you guys for your strength and giving me the strength to be able to put this out and being able to say what it is that I want to say of how this situation bothered me. And again, I'm over the situation as far as the madness and the anger that I had towards the company, but it still bothers me of what they did. And if my story can touch the employee end of it, how some of them has been treated. You know, when I was working there and I was watching this kind of like just unfold before my eyes, even before me, you just literally see minority, rather black or Hispanic, you know, the Hispanic guys were the ones in the kitchen who were, you know, being terminated over frivolous things. And then you're watching them of how they're treating other servers like there's just a select few of who, you know, don't get a slap on the wrist, who don't have any consequences to their actions. Yet when we do something, it is, the world has died, you know. And I just thank you guys for allowing me to get the strength to be able to do this. And I literally spending my entire day to get this done. Like, this is part of, I believe, is my purpose, which is to bring this situation up. And now that I have the opportunity to, I want to also, you know, use this opportunity to thank you guys for being our voice and for giving us the chance of knowing that we are important and that we have a voice. And I encourage for local leaders here in Houston, local artists, community leaders, celebrities that dine here in Houston at the Houston's restaurants, to don't give another dollar to them until they decide to change their ways. Now, I see they going hard in Atlanta right now. This is a Houston's restaurant situation, and from what I think I remember, there's about 48 stores. So that means we have about maybe 48 cities who should be involved in this and who should be taking a stance towards this situation. And mine is just using YouTube to be able to put that out, because million people that this is my way to be able to let them know. And you know, some of you guys have millions of followers who live here in Houston, you know, who you can be a voice to. And there's so many people who saying, oh my God, I didn't even know that this story was even out. Oh my God, I didn't even know that Houston's was even like that. Oh my God, I'm gonna stop dining there because it hasn't been pushed where local news stations is even talking about it. Right now, the only news station talking about are the ones in Atlanta. I don't really watch TV like that, so I don't know if it's been on CNN or anything like that. But this is a nationwide virus that's going on right now. And right now, we need to disinfect them. That's just what it is. So, thank you guys. And I encourage some of our Houston people to come strong and come for us and stand for us and for our money and how we spend it. That a place like that don't deserve our business. And stand up. You know, stand up. I don't care if it's just a post on your Instagram. I don't care if it's a post on your Facebook or something like that. Just, you know, I want to do more. And right now, this is my more. And I'm going to put this out as heavy and as frequent as I possibly can. But thank you guys out there in Atlanta for standing strong for us and being the voice that we needed everywhere. So I appreciate you guys.